Yes, I am a rising 7th grader, and no, before you ask, I was not held back. This is my first year in Young Writers Camp, and I feel like I was at my best writing this story, despite how confusing it might be to some of you. Because I am at my best when I'm writing dark comedy and fantasy. So, it's called Ethereal Horizon. This was the place, right? I assumed it was. The note she gave me directed me here. The county park. Why here? Couldn't you pick a better location for a final battle? I sighed in mild disappointment and took a seat on a bench nearby. As I waited, I glanced up at the sun, and it peeked back at me from behind its cloak of clouds. That was to be expected. All beings of life and light cowered in fear just when my name was simply mentioned, and this girl was no different than them. Her name was Jade Smith, but she entitled herself the Jade Blacksmith. She looked nothing like a goddess of life, but surprisingly enough she was. Her long hair would remind you of droplets of ink running on a piece of paper, round at the ends and flowing gracefully behind her to match her every move. Her eyes were reminiscent of a forest midsummer. And then there was me, the Tyrant's Eye. Commoners called me Crystal Lynch, my given name, but little did they know I was actually a goddess of death. I kept my caramel-colored hair short and convenient so it wouldn't give my face when I was in battle. One of my eyes was a frosty blue, and the other one was concealed behind an eye patch. It was possessed by an entity called the Wicked Eye, and it was bright gold with a pupil of cats. I kept it behind the eye patch to confine its power, as it would leak out if otherwise. I wanted to be extra powerful for when I needed it, and trust me, when I needed it badly. Jade and I weren't exactly the best of buddies. It was all fine and dandy until she found out I'd caused a calamity, and it all went downhill from there. I didn't see the problem. It was my job to regulate the world's population, whether she liked it or not. The problem was I wasn't exactly the best at that job. On my training day with the Reaper, I screwed up big time. One thing led to another, and the next thing I knew, over half of Europe was wiped out. Oops. Yeah, Jay didn't take too kindly to that. Hello, Tyrant's Eye, I heard a mature voice ring out behind me, and it could only belong to one individual. I stood up, not even bothering to turn around. Salutations, Jade Blacksmith, I said condescendingly, finally turning around and faced her. Sure enough, there she was, the cocky look on her face as strong as ever. I kept a poker face to hide my anxiety, and my voice was mostly monotone anyway, so that was covered. I shut my eyes and said magical concealment on. Now that the real world was safe, I continued to recite my signature incantation. Reality be rent, rip to shreds synapse, banish this world! Wasting no time at all, I whipped off my eye patch, revealing the Wicked Eye. Unrestrained, its power exploded from the pupil and pierced the heavens. Just like that, luscious grass morphed into volcanic rock, and the fallen autumn leaves turned into ashen embers. Clouds in the sky darkened and quickly became the clouds of a powerful tempest. Not knowing the background I had cast, Jade smirked confidently and chanted her own incantation to intertwine her reality with mine. Sing Caravan, descend Seraphim, physical linkage,